Welcome to soulspaceradio. All rights reserved. No part of this broadcast may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any electronic or mechanical means without the presenter's written permission. The presenters do not dispense medical advice or prescribe the use of any technique as a form of treatment for physical, emotional, or medical problems. The intent of the presenters is to only offer information of a general nature to help you in your quest for emotional and spiritual well-being.
Hi guys, welcome to Soul Space Radio, and following in on our theme on gods and ancient gods and goddesses, today we're going to be meeting Athena. So that's very, very cool. Now, she was a really important goddess in Greek times. She was a goddess of wisdom, reasoning, and intelligence. And she was very, very popular, both in terms of myths and legends, amongst the Greek nation, and also with both gods and mortals. So she was very ferocious in battle, but she was never hot-headed. She would always fight in terms of justice and righteousness, and she only ever took part in wars as a role in self-defense. So she was the divine personification of reasoning, wisdom, and knowledge. Okay. And she was the favorite child of Zeus, who was the father of the Greek gods. Now, her influence, Athena in the temples and the dedication, and the influence towards Athena was significant, because obviously we clearly have some modern symbols today of the power and the influence that she had in ancient times, because obviously the city of Athens is named after Athena. So cool. So what we're going to do today is we'll just let's do free-form meditation, and we'll see where it takes us. Interact with Athena, and who knows what's going to happen. Okay, cool. So get yourself into your comfortable meditative space. See yourself surrounded by brilliant divine love light, and breathe it in. See every cell in your body glowing with brilliant white light, and out through your heart and in. Brilliant divine love light out through your heart and in. Brilliant divine love light, and see it dissipate through every cell in your being. And now see a pole of brilliant white light from the base chakra all the way up your spine, out through your crown and into the middle of the cosmos. And when you get to the middle of the cosmos, just see yourself surrounded by brilliant divine love light. See this radiating through your being. And as you look down to your physical being, just notice that your physical being is dissipating into light. You are becoming one with all that is. You are becoming enlightened. See a dimmer switch in front of you and turn it up so you are glowing brighter, 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 and brighter. And when you're ready, let's go to ancient Greece. And we'll go to the temple of Athena. High on top of a mountain peak. And this is an open-air temple. Lots of columns around it. There is an altar, but it's all open, no roof. Just completely open to the elements. And there's nobody else around, just us, and we climb up the stairs into the temple and walk towards the altar. Then we sit down in meditative pose in front of the altar, and we ask Athena to reveal herself. as she comes towards us in beautiful Grecian dress, with a sword and a shield and a beautiful gold helmet, she stands in front of us in all her glory. And she asks us what her purpose is for being called forward today. And we each ask her for an intuitive gift to each of us. And she replies to this that the best gift she can provide is wisdom. And so she will intuitively call on the strengths in each of us. And we can do what we wish with this information. Whether we use the gift is up to us or not. We may or may not be aware of the strengths that we have. So each of us lines up to hear her blessing and receive our gift. When it is your turn, sit in a cross-legged position in front of her. Feel as though she's knighting you with her sword and receive her blessing. Now I'll give you 5 minutes with Athena to go through this process in silence. when you're ready and you've received the wisdom from Athena, you may now leave the temple and travel back down the pole of brilliant white light, back to the third dimension reality from where you started. And just see yourself, feel where you're situated, hear the clock ticking, the traffic outside, and when you're ready you can open your eyes. Gosh, okay, that was another amazing session. So yeah, some wisdom I think there for all of us. I will talk a little bit more about the wisdom that I received. So I have been I'm a very action focused person, and I tend to take action for the sake of taking action, and I often find that I get what's the word? I get into points where I take action for others' purposes, not specifically necessarily aligned with myself nor my heart. So I can get misdirected into taking action for other reasons, usually not associated with me, or it can get misdirected with others' input. Because I'm so action focused, I think people come to me expecting action. Now, I've stopped a lot of the action and the extracurriculum stuff I was doing in my life, and I've been a little lost in that process, actually, a little sort of floundering, I guess, because I let action define who I am, which is, again, a peeling back of that. And that's the wisdom that I think Athena articulated me today, is the importance is not in the doing. The importance is in the doing with alignment from heart space. So I've been focused too much on doing. I've always done that, but I've never really fully aligned with the heart and then doing. I've kind of done and then brought in the heart, I guess is the right way to say it. And so I've always loved communication in forms of publishing. This is a form of publishing and a form of communication. And also writing is something that I've really loved. And I think it's been revealed to me that that's something I need to get into more. And I'm very, very much passionate about spirituality. I'm passionate about a lot of things, but spirituality being one of them, because I think it's one of the few ways that we can empower ourselves, or the only way to empower ourselves. And we don't have to do this by ourselves. We're working in conjunction with Source. And it's only through love that you're going to find any sense of peace and joy and happiness, long-lasting and fulfillment in this world and beyond. And so, and there's a responsibility both to ourselves in terms of love, self-love, and into others. I don't think we can be truly beneficial to others until we actually are fully conversant with self-love and the expressions of that. Okay, cool. So that was some real clarity for me around action that is first led by inaction, if you like, or first led by heart space, so feelings. So, focus when you want to do something. Focus on what does it feel like? What does your heart feel like it wants to do? Okay? So it actually sounds easier. Well, for me, I've found that quite complicated because I'm quite an intellectual sort of person. But it's about just letting go and maybe letting go of expectations and just having fun. And then from the fun, let the feelings evoke the action. So, as the feelings expand from what you're doing, then the action then multiplies, I guess. Cool. Okay, so work in progress. But that's what I found. Some real clarity again. We're having this clarity epiphanies today, both in conversations with Ra and yesterday and Athena today. But really getting some traction on some of the questions that I was asking about clarity for me and myself. So I hope you found as much wisdom in your conversation with Athena. Love to know. Feedback to soulspaceradio@bigpond.com. See you guys tomorrow. We are going to communicate with Neptune, the god of the sea. So that should be exciting. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.